Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Meta High School Esports once again. Onto our second semi-final of the regional playoffs. This time heading on over to New South Wales and Queensland, with Emmaus taking on the OC Redbacks. Being joined by Tico once again. We'll try our best to get you through this glorious BO5, but this should be a good one.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping that we get to a game 5 in this best of 5 because I mean the last game we just casted, which was at 3 o'clock between Mags and Westlake, was a 3-0. But I mean Westlake did put up a fight, Mags, but we're just a little bit better in saying that they did move on, and we are moving on to our next game between Emmaus and Ormiston, and they're jumping in right now.
Yes, they are already into the server. Just going quickly on tips, I think Imanus might be able to do it, but Emmaus, I was right the first time. I keep getting that screwed up. Anyway, so finally into the action here. Rinkaroo going for an early goal, and he gets it off the kickoff. Now that is a glorious start there for the OC Redbacks.
Yeah, look at this dribble. Bounces off the ceiling. Not something that's easily predictable, especially when you don't think it's going to touch it. But Rinker reads it so well, gets that almost double, and touches it in for the first goal within 7 seconds.
Yeah, early goal here for the OC Redbacks. I feel like I might put the Muzz on a little bit on it to the lads from Emmaus. But anyways, 20 seconds already in. They're looking to try and push out as best they can early on here. Nice tap there from Moth. We'll just go a little bit too high. Actually interferes with his teammate Hayden, so he can't do too much here. V3 though, trying for a counter. His teammate, so just can't do too much in front of the net here, but Hayden, he has an open net, and he will equalize the score.
Yeah, capitalizes on the missed rotation coming out from Ormiston. Look at this one. Rinkaroo does miss that one, and he just capitalizes on the slow rotations of the defense and then brings them to an equalized scoreline.
Yeah, tied up at 1-1 here. 20 seconds through, and it looks like it will be Supersonic trying to push out here. Both teams just trying to adjust here to both teams' play styles, but looks like Emmaus might have, Emmaus have definitely recovered from their early gaffes, and looks like they're starting to warm into this well as Harvey will be forced to pick up the ball in front of his own net, but can't get a good clear out here. Hayden tries to go for a bit of a tricky shot, but will be a little bit too high to get it in this time around here. But Mock now has the ball. Tries to send that one in. Harvey with a save, but here comes the follow-up from Supersonic, and he's able to bring it in to take the lead for Emmaus.
Yeah, look at this touch. I mean, Harvey's able to stop it, but it's right in front of goal, and not necessarily the position you want to be in. All three defenders were trying to get to that ball, but unfortunately, the ball tapped in by Emmaus, and they were able to score an easy goal, bringing themselves to a 1-goal advantage.
1-goal lead to the Western Sydney squad here, trying to take on the Queenslanders as 90 seconds now gone on the clock here. Supersonic Jolt trying to find a second goal here quickly, but he's a little bit too far back to try and pick that one up. Hayden now goes to the opportunity, high as well once again, so he can't add to his tally. Harvey now tries to push out, but well, spotted there by Supersonic to push the ball back onto the attack here, forces a save from V-Fredo. Hayden comes in the follow-up, and he dunks it down to get the 2-goal lead up for Emmaus.
Once again, we see them lob it right in front of net. Definitely not a position you want to put the ball in. If you're defending, put it into the corners, clear the ball, see what you can do. Avoid dropping that ball right in front of net, especially when you don't have any teammates coming back to save that ball for you to clear it out. So they do capitalize on that one, push their lead to a 2-goal advantage.
2-goal lead now for Emmaus, as you said, Tico. Definitely dominating past the first 30 seconds when they did get caught out a little bit and they let through the early kickoff goal, but they've warmed up now. They're into the action, and OC Redbacks a little bit caught out at the moment here. They've got the attack going here. Harvey gets the play on him. This might actually work out. Rinkaroo picks up a second, and he just barges his way in for that one.
Oh, look at that. I mean, Harvey, great touch over. I believe that was a 1-2-3. Not intentional, but it still counted. And he was able to utilize all his momentum to push that ball through the last man defender, bringing them to a 1-goal disadvantage now.
Only one goal for OC Redbacks to recover from here. Rinkiru trying to force the issue, but actually pinches the ball away here. Mock on the quick follow-up. He just can't get a clean second touch there, but Hatermate now waiting with Supersonic. Supersonic will set something up off the backboard here. Goes for a tight line. Won't be able to do so here as Rinkiru once again goes to the shot. He has a good chance, but Mock with a nice save there just pinches it, well not pinches, just pushes it along to the left side of the screens, and now it's just an opportunity for a quick counter attack to come out here. Mock nearly getting close, but Fredo able to just halt the attack before anything too dangerous goes ahead, but they've left the net completely open. Hatermate says thank you very much, and he picks up his brace for the first time this afternoon.
Miscommunication coming out from all three members of Ormiston. We saw a triple commit coming out, one bump onto a teammate as well, bringing all three members out of position into that left corner, giving Mouse an easy open net.
Yeah, a free net there for Hatermate. Just had to make sure it didn't go wayward, and his triple is confirmed. Now, a follow-up quickly coming up here, trying to make that a 4K, but won't be able to at the moment here as Rinkiru just tries to set something up here from his defensive third. Won't be able to. Hatermate will be forced to pass it back here. Mock trying to regather the ball here, but actually sets it up, but luckily Hatermate able to get there in time before someone like Rinkiru could come in for a quick counter, and yeah, Supersonic just nails that one in. The player in the net doesn't really do anything.
Tries to take another one, and a good attempt coming out from Rinkiru, but unfortunately I think he did run out of boost to be able to stop that one, and then he just able to take it, slot it into the top right corner, and there was nothing that last man defender could do anything about it, being mispositioned in the middle of the net.
Mock nearly getting a sneaky goal off the kickoff there, but Supersonic will go for a second chance. We'll find the post. Hatermate, though, will make sure the third time is definitely the charm, and that will be 6-2 to Emmaus here. And, well, this is turning out to be a bit of a dominating first-up performance here for Western Sydney boys. They just keep finding the gaps, and, well, mostly Redbacks, they just keep finding errors.
Yeah, I mean, definitely so. They're trying to get the passing plays going, but every single time it's just being caught out of position, seeing where they can put the ball in. And look, it's a 1v2. You have to try and make sure that you get all 2 or 3 of your members pushed up when you're in possession of the ball.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to, and it's working out well here for the Mace at the very least, as the Redbacks, well, they haven't really had the opportunity to do the same, have they? I mean, early in the game, they were able to get a few good counterattacks, especially through Rinkiru, but from that point onwards, it has definitely been the Mace show here, as the Who tries to find a third for his team, won't be able to. 20 seconds remaining. This game effectively in the bag now, as Mock just tries to put a little bit more pain in the OC's suffering, but won't be able to this time around. And with 10 seconds remaining, this is all but a slam dunk for Emmaus.
Yeah, and they take their lead, try and push it even further for a 7-2. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do so. But one thing that Ormiston needs to change for the next game is they need to make sure that they're communicating. Get that last man on the defense. Do not get a double or triple commit, because when that happens, the misrotation happens. Someone gets caught out. There's a slow rotation on the goalkeeper, and then there's an open net for Emmaus to be able to score another one. So Ormiston, what they need to focus on is those cleaner rotations.
Yeah, they need to try and get those cleaner rotations, but that's not the only thing they have to do here. As I said earlier, their attacks really went through Rinkiru here. Not really much else came from their attacks. Obviously, it was the first game, and they were smothered, effectively past their own defensive third. So definitely want to try and lift up that performance. But yeah, rotations will be very crucial, especially just to get out here as server does go down for maintenance. Players were complaining of the server during the match, so I'm not surprised to see that happening. We'll be back into the game very shortly, but yeah, apart from rotations and maybe a bit more attacking prowess, what else do Ormiston need to do here, Tico, to try and come back against Emmaus?
Well, I mean, Ormiston, we have seen potential within them. They have tried to go with the passing plays, definitely not as good as Emmaus, but it's still good that they are trying to get these plays, dribble it around Emmaus, because against a team like Emmaus, there's no way you can go with the single play that dribbles in the air, because every single time Emmaus will get up to it, Emmaus will challenge the ball and get those 50-50s. So what Ormiston needs to do is they need to get their passing play on. They need to make sure that they don't necessarily have to keep it on the ground, but as long as they try and maintain possession when they're pushing up with the counterattack, that's sort of how they're going to be able to outplay Emmaus.
Definitely. Just for the benefit of people asking in chat, the rosters for each team, because we have just lost them apparently. Hatermate, Mock, and Supersonic Jolt for Emmaus or Emaus Gaming, and for the OC Redbacks, Harvey, Rinkaroo, and V Farito. We'll repeat that if we need to during the game. Anyways, all the players are back into the lobby here. OC Redbacks looking to try and come back as it's lights out, and back we go for game 2 in this best of 5 here. Early push by Mock, looking to try and set something up for his team. Supersonic Jolt doesn't go for the shot, goes to the demo, however. Interesting play, but I respect the grind. Harvey, though, with a long-range play, but Supersonic Jolt doing work on both sides of the net. Just trying to set something up. He might be able to finesse. No power on that touch, so can't push the ball out here too much here. Now an opportunity arises for the OC Redbacks. Mocks have to push it out high here, and well, with 35 seconds remaining here, it looks like the OC Redbacks are actually taking the early foothold.
Yeah, and it's definitely showing that they have potential now. They're putting more pressure on the ball, but one thing is to put pressure, but another thing is to trust in your teammates' abilities to be able to do something, and they're just not allowing their teammates to do that.
So you're trusting your teammates here. Well done by Supersonic to get the follow-up goal. Nice little follow-up goal as well, with Hatermate just missing the post. Will give Emmaus a 1-0 lead early on in the second game. And now Mock looks to try and add to the tally, won't be able to. Harvey seals the ball away here, and Hatermate will just try to push the ball forward now as best he can, but Rinkaroo able to easily take the ball away here. Supersonic Jolt actually sends it backwards, and this is turning out to be a little bit dangerous, but Scamper defense will work out, the demo as well. But look where Harvey is. He is in open space, but he just can't connect. Mock is able to pick up the ball and send it high, but Harvey, third time's the charm. No! Open net, and he sends it wide. Disastrous for the OC Redbacks player, as they could have tied things up, but now Supersonic onto the counter-attack into a 50-50, will lose out, but where's his teammate? Hatermate is unable to get to the ball on time. Rinkaroo, though, now with another follow-up attempt here. Fredo with the shot, will send it a little bit wide. Another attempt as well for Harvey, sent wide as well. And OC Redbacks are getting the chances, but he just can't get it on target.
Oh, now they need to focus on their accuracy, because they're doing so well to push the ball up even further and get it, but Hatermate, every opportunity they take, they're going to score it.
Yeah, disastrous there for OC Redbacks. They had about 3 or 4 good opportunities, and Hatermate, he only needs one to get it through the net. So disaster for the OC Redbacks. They could have tied up this game, but now they're 2 goals down, 3 minutes remaining on the clock. Mock is able to pick up the ball from the backboard here off the kickoff here. We'll send it a fair ways away before Harvey will eventually get the demo. Well, that's a crucial miss there from Fredo, but Harvey able to stop the lead for now here, but Mock comes in for a long-range play, finds the backboard. Where's Hatermate? No, he just can't get to it in time. Quick scamper, however, will see Emmaus regather the ball, and near the halfway mark, they've had some dangerous moments, but for the most part, Emmaus have been able to keep their lead up.
Yeah, Hatermate trying to get some dribbles going, but now all the pressure is being mounted by Emmaus, trying to get some forward pressure going, but they always have that last man in the defense for the rotations if necessary, trying to get a couple passing plays going. But Ormiston take it.
Yeah, good job there from Rinkaroo just to force the ball out. We'll force a full reset here. So that's some good news for the Redbacks, as another minute elapsed here on the server. 2 minutes remaining on the clock now here as Rinkaroo just sets something up here, beats out Mock, but will get touched. We'll actually recover though, gets a second touch, passes to Harvey, forced up, goes, I believe that was Hayden, as Supersonic will get the demo on it to V Fredo. And now Hayden Mate just trying to get the opportunity to push it out. Supersonic will do so anyways. And now the Redbacks, they're in the attacking third, but they just can't get that final touch here. Rinky Roof, an opportunity, passes one, will find the corridor. Harvey finally gets it through. And on his fourth attempt, he finally gets his first.
Yeah, unfortunate touch coming out from Mock and Haydenmate trying to get some form of defensive pressure, stopping that ball, but unfortunately Hayden just got to it. Oh, Harvey, sorry, got to it a little bit too early, and they were able to score another one.
Another goal to add to the overall tally, but still, this game could have been tied up if they were able to just convert that first goal. That might be the stinger. But this could be a stinger as well. Mock given free space, and he just says thank you very much from downtown, or 1-2 to himself, and that's a 2-goal lead back up for Emmaus.
Yeah, and an unfortunate recovery trying to come out from Harvey, and he wasn't able to get onto his tires quick enough and recover that defensive rotation. Unfortunately, that was easy nets open for the side of Emmaus, and they do bring their lead to a 2-goal advantage.
Just got caught out in those early rotations off the restart, and just like that, that 1-goal deficit blows back out to 2. 1 minute now remaining here. The OC Redbacks showing some decent signs of life here, but they just can't get that final touch. Probably could be the thing that sends them out of these New South Wales Queensland bracket, as with 45 seconds remaining, probably looking to at least find a couple consolations, but they never know, they might be able to bring it up to a 1-goal deficit. But Mock with a beautiful save. Fredo now with the follow-up. He gets a second touch. And this game's not over. 1 the difference with 30 to go.
Yeah, a couple double commits coming out from Emmaus, and Fredo taking the double touch and bringing them right back into this game with 30 seconds left on the clock. Definitely winnable, but Emmaus still a big team to mount up against.
Just want to point out, Ricky Roo, 100% goal participation so far in this series for all the OC Redbacks goal. He obviously scored the first in the last game, and then 2 assists so far in this one, as with 15 seconds remaining, Supersonic Jolt is forced to go back for boost here. OC Redbacks need to push out now here. They can't be stuck on their own goal line for too long here. Frito trying his best. Supersonic Jolt will miss the ball here. Here comes the opportunity. He has no boost, however, Mock able to pinch the ball away. He's going to try and dunk it down, and it eventually hits the ground. OC Redbacks, they were starting to come back, but alas, too many mistakes. We'll see Emmaus pick up match point.
But it does show a little bit of light in the gameplay that and the team that is the OC Redbacks. These guys, they've been able to come back from a two-goal deficit and show that there is potential for them to be able to score. And within that second game, I did see their potential to reverse sweep. Yes, it is a big ask. Yes, it is a big team that they're playing up against as well, but they just need to be able to get those shots on target. They're doing everything else right. They just need to be able to get those shots on target now.
They need to get the shots on targets, as well, OC servers are sort of having a bit of a run of us today here. Yet another server going down for maintenance here, but that's just us, let's face it. So we'll rejoin the server once again here. But yeah, let's talk about the Redbacks here, because they did do quite well in that second game. Obviously a few more mistakes, but they were able to build on what they had in the first game. We saw a lot of rotation, saw a lot more attacking prowess, and especially passing the ball out from Rinkiru as well, when he was very, very cluttered during that game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that Ormiston were able to get some more passing plays going. They had the dribbles, they had the aerial prowess, and Emmaus, they sort of seemed like they were playing a reactive game, and they were trying to see what Ormiston were doing before they decided what they were doing. And I feel like if Ormiston play that to their advantage, they should be able to take this next game.
They should be, but well, the problem is for them, their position has been rising, to say the least here. So as we get into game number 3, it's anyone's game, but for Emmaus, their series, well, they're only 1 away from the grand final. As we start proceedings. It looks like it's just going to be a pretty quiet start. Not a lot to report on here. Harvey will eventually pick up the ball, try and get an early shot on here, but Mock able to really just push it away. Not much else here, as this is actually quite dangerous here, as once again Mock forced to save, but Frito nearly gifted a free shot here as Mock third save in a row for him.
Yeah, and great recoveries coming out from this player. I would love to see more of the mechanical prowess. Good attempt coming out from Hayden Mate. An even better save.
Good save by the post. As Hunters, Harvey not getting that one in. Oh, denied by the gods there. He should have had that in, but now he has to go back. He gets a beautiful save there, even if it does cost him his life for a few brief moments. And now Mock tries to set something up, but there's no one on the opposite corner. Oh, this has been a hectic few moments here as Rinky-Roo goes for a chance, sets it off for Harvey, but Hayden with the save, and the ball will bounce in this time for OC as Frito finally breaks the 0 scoreline.
And they have the advantage this time. For the first time in the 3 games that we've seen, Frito brings his team to the advantage. And Ormiston, now they have to maintain the score a couple more goals. It's gonna be hard, but they have potential. We saw it in the second game, and they can do it again.
Oh, Mock though, that was a beautiful steel mill fly now as we look towards the replay. Harvey tries to get the clear, but look at this. This is beautiful from Mock. Perfect timing, slap bang, middle of the net. And just like that, we're tied up here, Tico. 1-1. This is going to be a thrilling game 3 from what we've seen in the first 80 or so seconds.
Well, Ormiston, I feel like they've got a bit of fire in their fuel tank now. We can see it. I think they know that they're able to do this, but they have to do so much.
How does that not go in again? The gods denied a goal for Emmaus this time. Oh, Hayden Mate and Harvey must be kicking themselves. This could have been a 2-2 game at the moment, but still the scores are tied at 1-1 here. Harvey trying to set up another opportunity. Mock will be able to clear it out. The player that went up there just couldn't get the ball locked in there for OC, which could be disastrous. Hayden Mate need to try for an opportunity, but we'll leave it to Mock, who will go up high into the sky. Frito though will read the play well, and now Rinky-Roo tries for the clear, but Hayden Mate spots out easily, finds the backboard. Where's his teammate? Someone to be found. Harvey actually gets a bit of a break here. Might be able to set up a 1v1. Goes high. Frito, no! He gets the touch and he sends it high. I thought that was going to go in if he didn't touch that, so that could be disastrous. Quick counter comes through, but well saved by Harvey. Doing work on both sides of the net so far this game. And at the halfway point here, I'll be honest, we've seen more action than over the past 2 games as Mock slips it in under the crossbar, and Emmaus finally takes the lead in game 3.
And finally, the ball doesn't not touch one of the bars, the crossbar, the upright. It's no one's favorite spot of the goal right now, and these games are definitely not helping them. But the ball is now in favor of Emmaus. They now have to maintain this and get the 3rd game of the series.
Need to try and hold on to their lead here, but OC Redbacks, they are on fire at the moment. They want to come back. They want to try and stay in the mid-HSC. That ball just keeps rolling. Hayden May finally gets the save, but they will get punished for their passiveness. Harvey finally sends one in. It only took him probably about an extra 9 seconds too long, but he gets it in to tie the game up.
Yeah, I mean, Harvey, he basically had an open goal. Hayden May, he got a good save, yeah, I do admit, but it wasn't saved to the right position. He basically passed it over to OC, and then they were able to capitalize on that, equalizing the scoreline.
Yeah, able to capitalize on the passiveness of the net here. Hayden, with the lightest of touches, just gifted it over to Harvey, and he just had to punch it through. So tied up here with about 110 seconds remaining on the clock here. Frito just trying his best to push it forward, but Mock will be able to take the ball out once again. He's been on fire in this 3rd game, doing a lot of work as Hayden Mate will be forced to go backwards and get a very easy save into the pocket. Now Supersonic Joel gets a break here, but won't be able to get a pass at last defender coming in from the side. And now the ball just hovering around from the net here. Supersonic Joel actually misses the ball here. I'm not sure if that was planned or if that was a proper whiff here. And now with 70 seconds remaining, Hayden Mate trying to force the issue, but just can't get to the ball in time here. The Mayors just trying their best to get an opportunity, but the OC Redbacks just forcing their line into disarray as Mock finally breaks the deadlock once again. He's on for a brace, and well, this man could prove the difference.
Yeah, 1 goal difference now. Look at that, ready for that ball to come right into center, gets into the right position, goes up into the air, and then takes it right past 2 defenders of OC, bringing them to a 1-goal advantage with 1 minute left on the clock.
1 minute remaining, that could be what they need as Rinkiru goes close once again, but just can't get it through here. vFrito trying his best to keep it locked in, and now Rinkiru, oh, he's just got caught out. Mock is demolishing the OC Redback line now. That could just be enough to ice the game, but the OC Redbacks have been explosive. Don't count them out just yet.
Yeah, too much pace on the ball for him to be able to stop that, but, I mean, it's the game of Rocket League. 2 minutes, 1 minute, it is enough for 2 goals to be scored, and we cannot take anything away from the OC Redbacks because they have been playing this game with a passion.
They definitely have, as Rinkiru goes for another shot, but will be well saved by Mocky. Harvey at the follow-up, a very, very light tap. Star ball go nowhere near to the net here. 35 seconds remaining on the clock now for OC Redbacks to mount an unbelievable comeback, but look is on the prowl. Mock is able to beat out one, but no teammate in the pocket to work with here. vFrito now gets opportunity set up for Rinkiru. Pinches it down the net, but will be well wide of the mark here. vFrito can't get to the ball in time, and now Mock looking to try and ice this game away. Will he be able to do it? Actually gets a nice little touch here, sets it up for Hayter Make, tries to punch it through, but vFrito won't be able to, or will be able to save it out here, but that should be just enough here. OC Redbacks have tried their heart out in game 3, but with 3 seconds remaining on the clock, it won't be enough. They will be knocked out in the semi-finals as Emmaus is heading to the regional grand final for New South Wales and Queensland.
Definitely unfortunate for OC Redbacks. They did so well in that 3rd game, and nothing to take away from the 2nd game either. But unfortunately, Emmaus, they had the momentum, they utilized it, and took it over from game 1 all the way to game 3, pushing their lead even further when they needed to, bringing them to a 3-0 in this best of 5.
Yeah, and they'll put on a good pressure from the OC Redbacks as well at points. Especially when we had that 20-second period where there was shots left, right, and center, and some very unlucky crossbar interactions. That's when Emmaus really looked against the wall. It looked like they could have actually lost this 3rd game, but yeah, they were able to rally back quite nicely. But that 3rd game performance has to be all through Mock. A lot of good goals, a lot of good positioning from him, and he proved the difference as, yeah, the OC Redbacks, as you said, they tried their best in the last 2 games, but first game, maybe that did prove the difference for him.
Yeah, it's where people gain the momentum. There's some teams who decide, yeah, we're not even gonna see what the other team plays like. We're just gonna play as hard as possible, and then we're going to utilize that advantage and push it over. But OC Redbacks, they're nothing if not consistent. They've scored 2 goals in every single one of these games, and I have to give them credit. They brought themselves back in game 2 and game 3.
They definitely did. They put up a valiant performance, but unfortunately, it's not enough. So commiserations to the Queenslanders, and congratulations to Emmaus, who makes it to the New South Wales Queensland Grand Final, which will be played over the next few weekends. But anyways, that will be it for myself and Tico for this Thursday afternoon. It's been a pleasure as always, Tico.
Pleasure as well, Chris the Average. Is lovely casting with you again.
Yeah, always lovely to cast with you, mate. Make sure you do follow us on our socials. I believe our producer just put it in the chat, and a big props to Mr. Toot Toot. Has been here every single Thursday, and he's been doing a bumper of a job, and I suppose he's going to keep doing that for the next few weeks as well. But anyways, I've been Chris the Average. Make sure you're following Meta on all our socials as well, and if you want to make sure that you're in touch with everything, just go to the meta.gg website, and that will be the best place to keep up to date with what's happening with high school esports in the Oceanic region. But for now, I've been Chris the Average. Pleasure as always, and we'll see you next time for more Meta High School esports action.